Today is the day where we look back at the mobile games that launched in 2023 and bring you the 15 best titles. I'm talking about all new games over the past 360 days that are the best, must-plays, not trash, really great games. Let's dive into the top 15. First on today's list is Warcraft Rumble. This game is absolutely incredible. It's a game that's in the strategy genre where you need to take down your opponent's towers, whether it's PvE, which is massive inside of the game, or PvP, which is also amazing. You need to take down their towers and they need to prevent you from doing that. A similar gameplay style to something that we know from Clash Royale, but done very differently here inside of Warcraft Rumble. Inside of the game, you will be creating a deck of minis and one hero, all of which you have and have leveled over time. These decks come from many different factions, many different strengths with many different abilities. You'll receive many different unlocks over time as well to make a larger army and arsenal of minis. In my opinion, this is the best vertical style strategy game that came out in 2023. It's a must play, brought to us by Blizzard, a game that's going to be supported for years to come. Next up, we have Arena Breakout. This is one of the newest shooters to the scene, and this one brought to us in a very realistic realm. That's something that I like most about this. The weapons are ones that you would see in modern day combat, and you have a nice strategic style survival battler game that's actually amazingly epic. Whether you're someone who's waiting for Call of Duty Warzone to come out or someone that's just looking for a new shooter, this was probably one of the better ones that dropped in 2023. And if you're looking for an action RPG style game, you have Dungeon Hunter 6, which just launched a few months back. This is one of the newer action RPG games that you could play. I still do not believe that this game is as good as something like Diablo Immortal, but it is the newest in the genre, and it is quite a bit of fun to play. Actually, inside of this game, you're able to take down big bosses and then use them to aid you in your battles, which I think is a really cool feature. Lots of upgrade progression inside of this game as well. It's going to keep you busy for a long time. And if you need a bullet hell survival game, look no further than Brotato. There are a lot of these games in this genre in the mobile and Steam market, but this one, in my opinion, is one of the best and did launch fairly recently. It does have a paid version for $5 and a free version if you want to deal with the ads. Either way, you are a beastly potato taking down massive enemies and multiple of them with really cool weapons. And then we have Mighty Doom. This one popular maybe because of the IP. Everyone loves a good Doom game. The cool thing about this one, though, is it's a vertical style, which means really easy to play. It brings you into the Doom universe, and it's a mixture of strategy and bullet hell within the same genre. Here you're going to be going from one stage to the next, clearing all of the bosses, utilizing really cool weapons that you upgrade along the way. The main focus here is to slay as many enemies as you can and get through the stages. It's super fun, the graphics are on point, and the weapon upgrades, they're pretty awesome. Next on the list is Kart Rider Drift. If you're someone that was in love with Mario Kart, Kart Rider Drift, well, it doesn't have the Mario IP, but it does have a similar style gameplay. With some really cool characters, some really awesome weapons and vehicles that you can customize, you're gonna have a good time racing your friends or people that you just don't know as you try and dominate them inside of your kart. The customization inside of the game is also a really nice touch, and the fun is just there. It is just a lot of fun to be in your kart and to try and take down enemies and win the races. If you're looking for a fun, cute style racing game, this is one that just dropped in 2023 that you shouldn't miss. Farlight 84. This one was a long time coming. It was in beta for a while where many players got to try it out, but it finally launched globally in 2023. This is a battle royale style futuristic game with a very comic-y feel. I actually love the artwork style inside of the game. In here, you're gonna have a lot of futuristic weapons, projectiles, even things that can protect you, and of course, a lot of great automotive vehicles and flying things that you can move around the map with. The mixture of futuristic style combat with combat that actually makes sense from the modern day makes this one really fun. One of the more fun Battle Royale style games out right now. And again, it's a new one. It's worth trying. Now with 2024 on the horizon, there's a lot of great games coming out this year. So make sure you subscribe to check out my list of the best ones coming out this coming year. And awarded Mobile Game of the Year at the Gaming Awards just a few weeks ago, we have Honkai Star Rail, a beautiful game brought to us from the Hoyoverse universe in this turn-based strategy experience. Not only is the turn-based strategy combat a lot of fun and kind of taking things to the next level, but the graphics inside of the game are true to what you would expect from a Hoyoverse game, and it makes this one deserving of the title Game of the Year. It's one of the better turn-based strategy games you could play right now if you like the gacha style anime universe. But maybe you're a gamer who isn't into Pokemon but wants to get out of their seats and play a game out in the real world. Monster Hunter now allows you to do that, taking a Pokemon Go style experience into something that's of a completely different IP, being the Monster Hunter Now universe. This one's a lot more brutal than what you'd expect from its predecessor, and it's really a fun game if you're looking to go search for some new enemies, search for some new creatures that you could power up and take into battle. Get yourselves out of the seat, walk around outside, and find some monsters. Omega Strikers is a lot of fun. It actually reminds me of Brawl Ball inside of Brawl Stars. You have a top-down style gameplay where you have different heroes, all that have different abilities. You could actually have combat sessions inside of this, but really you're playing some type of a soccer or hockey style game. You're trying to score on your opponents while trying to beat down your opponents at the same time. So as I mentioned, it reminds me a little bit of Brawl Stars version of Brawl Ball. This one's really a lot of fun. I could actually see it moving into esports, dropped in 2023, and it's very different than anything else that came out this year. So props to them. And then there's Souls, because you need an atmospheric style, relaxing adventure game on the list. This is probably one of the better ones that dropped in this past year of 2023. Here you're gonna go on different missions that are all fairly casual, where you're gonna just enjoy all of the environments around you and just have a relaxing good time. Watcher of Realms is a new turn-based strategy game that has combat that looks more like a tower defense style. This game will remind you of a game called Raid Shadow Legends. By the way, I do have another YouTube channel called Echo Raid Shadow Legends if you want to go have a look. But here, you're going to be able to unlock different heroes, evolve them and upgrade them over time, build your teams, and then put them into combat on a board that is very tower defense-esque. You place your troops, you place your heroes, they all have different abilities, and they will attack hordes of enemies that are coming at you, and you need to prevent them from getting to the end of the stage. Really fun game, a different take on a genre, turn-based strategy, that we all know and love. If you want to check this one out, I actually have a download code for it that supports my channel. I'll put that in the description of this video. Next up, we have Athergazer, which is a gacha-style anime game in an action RPG world. This one is pretty awesome. You have both melee weapons and ranged weapons. It's definitely the action RPG style combat, but it looks very much like a Honkai Star Rail kind of game. But it's not, because here you're in control of all of the combat, all of the battles, fingers on the glass and smashing the screen to take down your enemies. Super fun, and it's a beautiful game. And then there's Project Bloodstrike. If you're waiting for Warzone Mobile, this one just released on Android and is coming very soon to iOS. And it's a good shooter-style battle royale survival game. If you're looking for something in this genre that's just off the beaten path and not something that everyone has already played or that everyone knows of, Project Bloodstrike is one for you to definitely take a look at. And lastly, we have UND Dawn. Inside of this game, you're living in a post-apocalyptic world where you need to create everything. From fighting off zombies that are coming out of the woods to try and steal everything that you have and take your life, to building your home and creating everything that you need to survive, including weapons, gear, food, clothing. I mean, come on, you even need to use the bathroom inside of this game. It really takes everything into account in this beautiful survival, post-apocalyptic style game. You may also notice that the game looks a lot like PUBG Mobile. The combat is very similar as well. The game's a ton of fun, especially if you're looking for something that you could spend a lot of time playing if you like survival style games. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on tomorrow's top 10 list.